everyone, my name's Laura and I go to St. George's Church in Guelph, but I'm not actually in Guelph right now. I'm in Florida, which is way in the south of the United States. And they have a lot of things down here that we don't have up our way. One of them is palm trees and the other is alligators. Now normally there's an alligator who lives right here. We call him Al, and we've never actually seen him move, but he moves around. That's how we know he's alive and not just a statue. Anyway, he normally sits right on this bank and suns himself through the day, but he's not there today. And the reason is because it's a little bit overcast. And so on days that the sun isn't out, he's much happier and warmer if he stays in the water, because alligators are cold-blooded. And so the water right now is warmer than the air. So he's happier in the water than on the shore. Now, we can't see Al, but we know he's in there. And he'll make an appearance the next time the sun comes out, probably right about there. So today at church, you would have heard a story about Jesus. He was sitting around with his disciples. They were talking about what was going to come. Some of the stories were a little bit scary as to what was coming. And the disciples asked Jesus, how would they know when the things that he predicted would come true, and how would they know the truth? And he reminded them to make sure that they were following him and not being led astray and being led off the path. And that's a harder thing to do. You might wonder, how do you know if you're following Jesus? And I've always believed that, when you're going through your life and you see a situation where you know that you could make that situation better. You might pick up a piece of litter on the ground, or you might meet a child at school who has no friends or who's brand new, and you play with them at recess and make them feel really good. Or you help a family member out at home and make their life a little bit better. So when you do those sorts of things, you can sort of feel that in your heart that you're doing the right thing. And that is sort of Jesus being there in your heart. Sort of like Al the alligator is, we can't see him, but we know he's in that pond. You can't see Jesus, but you know he's with you and in your heart when you have that feeling of knowing that you can do things to make the world a better place, or to make the people that you love feel a little bit better. So I hope that makes sense to you. Just so you know, there's an activity in the description box, a little maze activity that you can do to help remind you to keep following Jesus in your life, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.